Hi, Mrs.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this interview with me.
It's alright.
Do you like the decor? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice location.
Nice, isn't it?
Pretty glamorous. Didn't even know there's a side like this in Birmingham. I'll get to only see the gritty part.
See? And in the grime bring you to the quality part. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. Tell us, why did you get into the music scene?
Wow, I got into it when I was like in school. Like my friend Carly and my friend Liam went. They were like they was already into it. So they decided one day to let's just do like a garage, old school garage set. Like I'm not even on a CD, on a tape. This is how old school it was. I don't think there's CDs then. So we just done it, pull it out, and like everyone liked it, man. We even had like the teachers liking it, man. But then after a bit, it turned into a thing where like instead of like doing schoolwork, we was like actually making lyrics. And
so you was getting into attention because you were doing the music.
And that got us into a bit of trouble. But after that, we started doing like youth clubs, radio stations, stuff like that. We just done it all, man. Like you know, all the bridges and stuff, man. Met new people along the way as well. So yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you said you've been in the industry since you was like 13.
Yeah.
So do you have any other adventures, like, because you've got your own label, is that right?
Yeah, I've got my own label. It's like, I wouldn't even call it a label, it's like an enterprise, like an organisation where like it's a label, but then we've got like a video company and a photography company and a modelling agency, and like we even do films and stuff like that, like short films, feature length films. Everything we do it all, man. Just do it all, man.
And it's true that you do your own videos as well.
Yeah. I do my own videos, man. Like, it's like sometimes I actually do like the filming and the editing. People might probably think, oh, how is that possible? But got a tripod. It's not hard. So most of the time I get my brethren, Mickey G, he'll come along and then film it. Or I can get one of my other brethren like AT or MP or Sleeker just to film it, and then I edit it myself and that. But yeah, I do my own videos time to time.
That's quite economical. That's quite good because you've got like your whole empire there. So whenever you want to shoot a video, you just holler at your models, holler at the rest of your team. That's really good. So what artists have you worked with as well?
Birmingham scene wise, I've worked with like anyone really, like in the Birmingham scene, like Triller, Bomber, Vader, all of them, man. Sleeker, everyone. Leisha, we worked with her as well. She went to school and stuff. But I've worked with everyone Birmingham wise. Outside of Birmingham, I ain't really work with anyone. I don't know. I'm kind of like a close knit kind of guy. But like music wise anyway. But film wise, I've worked with like a lot of people, a whole heap of people.
So you've worked with other artists outside of Birmingham but doing films?
Yeah.
Would you work with them doing music as well, if the opportunity came?
You see, with me, music and working with people, I'm really picky, you know. Like, if we're not on the same wavelength, I can't make music with you. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong, I can still listen to someone's music and still appreciate their music, but when it comes to, like, making music, I don't know, I look for that certain something, like, say, for example, you can have like a singer as the same caliber as Mary J. Blige, and you can have a singer like I don't know, like there's something about her, but she's not as good as Mary J. But there's that something about her, and you need her on that certain track. And I'd rather have that, if you know what I mean. Like at the end of the day, it's making music, not a popularity contest, and not I can get so and so on the song. Nah, I don't work like that. I don't think music shouldn't work like that.
So, who do you think's big in the music industry game right now in Birmingham?
In Birmingham? I don't know, you know. I don't want to like make this sound disrespectful, but I don't really think.
Do you not think that Birmingham's not doing it right now?
Birmingham's doing it, don't get me wrong. Birmingham's my whole time. I respect the Birmingham movement. But as for people doing it big, like, yeah, people doing it big, they're out there, but they're not really, some of them are really not that good. Don't get me wrong, there's still good people like Daps is actually good. There's a few good others, you get me, but the people at Birmingham, like the music push from Birmingham are really not that good. But when the good people don't really get that much exposure, if you know what I mean, like, don't get me wrong, some of the good people that don't get exposure are proper lazy. Like, they're really, really lazy people. But because music comes second nature to them, they rather hustle and make money elsewhere than do the music, because the music ain't giving them money.
But if the music gave them money, they'd be a bit more serious.
Yeah, they'd be a bit more serious. It's like a reference that I normally use. Like, it's like a girl that you really like, and then you like that girl. You want to do anything for this girl, but then this girl don't like you, and she won't even spit on you. That's what the music's like with these other guys. But don't get me wrong, I like a few Birmingham artists. Birmingham doing their thing. I think underground wise, Birmingham are doing it more than any other place in the country. That's my opinion.
But do you think that's stopping them getting bigger? Like, do you think the underground scene stopping artists getting to that higher level where they should be well known? Like, it's a catch-22. Yeah. Because music, like, there's not enough shows these days. There's not really nothing there's about to help these Birmingham artists. But it's one of them ones, man. It's like, no one really wants to help you. You just gotta help yourself till you get to that certain point where a label could be like, I want to help you, or like a managing company, like, I want to help you. And that's the only way, man. But people see music as an escape route, man, and if they can't escape it, then they're just gonna get back into like what they know are doing best, and that's just making money. So do you think that, for example, the artists that have made it, like from Birmingham, have kind of forgotten about where they've came from and what they've left behind, so they should be the role models of people trying to make it?
I don't feel, to be honest, I don't feel like anyone's made it from Birmingham, because if you've made it, then you'd be content, if you know what I'm saying. So if you're still striving and still like hustling wise, that means you haven't made it to the point where you want to be comfortable. So and the people who've got to the point where like people like look up to them, they don't really like spit on everyone else. They just like they get to that point and they think, yeah, whatever, like, if you know what I mean. But personally, I don't think anyone's made it from Birmingham. Everyone's doing their thing and everyone's getting their fan base, but no one ain't made it.
What artists have kind of inspired you to do your music? So like think about different genres like Motown and reggae and like hip hop. Yeah,
music as a whole. I feel everything inspires me. Like even like this location right now, it inspires me to make like a lot of money. So I can just like start coming to like some big restaurants and that, buying lobster and stuff.
I thought you were going to say it inspires you to make a beat or something.
Oh, nah. Nah, it just inspires, like, I could go home like, I want to make $1 million so I can eat some lobster. Live my life like a mobster, like something, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, music-wise, Jay-Z inspires me, 50 Cent inspires me. A lot of underground MCs like Big L, Cassidy, they all inspire me. Mary J inspires me because she's like the first like woman to like take R&B.
Yeah.
She inspires me a lot. Beyonce inspires me as well. The names is endless. Who inspires me?
Too many to mention.
Too many.
So, out of all those artists that have inspired you, like for your music, or do you have a favourite one that you say you'd want to work with?
I wouldn't work with none of them.
Why is that?
Because I feel like they're not hungry enough. The underground ones I've had worked with, like Cassidy and like Meek Mills and that, but like your Jay-Z's and your 50 Cents, I wouldn't work with them because the hunger's not in their music. Like they're not on the same wavelength as me, so they're like got billions and billions and billions of pounds, so they're not gonna MC what they used to do. Like say if I wanted to make a track with them people, I'd want to like say for example Jay-Z, I'd want a Jay-Z from Reasonable Doubt where like he was hungry, he wanted it, and then that would be a good track. But then like if I'm making a track with the Jay-Z now, the Blueprint 3 Jay-Z, I'll be like, well, why are talking like he could be talking about millions and millions of pounds, and I'm like riding them yachts and boats and that. I don't even talk about walking through the snow. Like, like I don't know, I wouldn't do it, man. I do songs with singers and stuff like that. Like I do one with Beyonce and Shanti and stuff like that. You get me? But nah.
So in a reference to like another artist, you'd work with them more because they're still on that hunger game. So like for example,
I'd work with Cassidy because obviously he's good. He's actually really good. And Meek Mill's Fred the Godson. I work with a lot. I'd work with like the London artists as well, like Rich, Chipmunk, even Birmingham artists, man. I'd work with them, man. That's, yeah, I mean, everyone don't see eye to eye. It's one of them ones, but like when it comes to music, then yeah, I'd work with them, man. Anything else, nah, that's it, just music, yeah.
So you think that once people get comfortable, they just make music to make music. They don't even care about making money. Is that what it is now?
Nah, they just make music. There's not even like they make it just to make it. It's more about the money. Like they'll just do it to like they probably won't even feel the music themselves. They'll probably just do it just to like it's about time I just do an album. Just like yeah. And plus like. You're not like, for example, you used to ask me would I do a song with like people that inspire me. I said no, because they inspire me, but I'm not like on the same like level as them. So if I made a song with them, I'll be talking about something else, and then they'll be talking about something else, and like there's no really common ground unless they was put back into the environment they used to be in, and that I'm in now. Then yeah, but like. Yeah.
So do you think that once artists have got comfortable, they kind of just take the mic, they just talk about anything, they don't really care anymore?
Some artists do, some don't.
Some are still grounded.
Yeah. Some are still grounded. Some still know where they come from. Some of them don't. Some of them forget and like get rid. Like I don't really sound like. It's like Rick Ross, for example. Like, he just talks about money and more money.
And he used to do probation work.
Yeah. So it's a thing like, why don't you talk about the stuff that you used to do and stuff like that? Like, the stuff that you actually used to do.
So what kind of genre would you say that your music is mainly on? Is it a mixture, or do you like to be versatile?
I like to be versatile. But I tend to like bounce from hip hop to grime and grime to hip hop. I still do R&B because R&B and hip hop, they're like, how can I explain it? They're just like they're basically like the same. They're basically just one, if you know what I mean. So I do hip hop, grime, R&B, but I still do dubstep. I done dubstep and drum and bass. I done a show a few years back with Roscoe before he actually like blew up. He gave me a few beats and that as well. I vocal them, I ain't even put them out or anything, but yeah, I still do like any other like music genre. If I feel it, then I can like vibes to it, and then if I can vibes to it, I can write to it. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like judge like music genres. I just do whatever I feel like doing, but most of the time it's hip hop and grime.
So I'm gonna ask you this one question because I'm gonna ask every artist this who I'm gonna interview. So do you think that the funky genre is dead? Like, do you think it will ever have its own element? Like, you know how UK garage has got its element. So there'll be times when that'll come up in the club and everyone will go on a hype because everyone's got like an element to it, like a story to it. But with funky, it's because it's quite fresh and it's different.
You see, with funky, funky was something that like with funky music, it's a sound that's been done before and then got named something else. Then once that started to fade away, then someone else brought it in and named it something else. It's like, for example, like the Nigerians and that now, and like all these Zantos and all that stuff. They're doing dance moves to beats that are funky. But people don't realize that. Like the people actually do realize it, but they don't clock on. It's just the same sounds, but just a different name. It's like grime and garage is actually where grime come from. If you notice that Wiley, people who was around from the beginning of the grime, Wiley and like your Team Striders and that used to like rap to garage, so solid garage, but then it gave birth to grime, which is the same speed and stuff like that, but it's just a different label on there. But people like it's a different label and it's still the same sounds, but obviously it's just changed just a little bit, and I feel like that with funky. So now they've got like Afro beats now. Afro beats to me is funky. It's funky music. It's funky house. That's what it seems like to me. But I don't. So that means I don't think it'll like ever die out. I think it'll just keep going, but just a different name on it.
So you think that music's kind of like fashion? It repeats itself.
Yeah,
it gets mixed up into different genres.
Music's a circle. It's like it just keeps going round. Like for example, you had like the 70s music, like the 70s era, which is like club kind of music, and like kind of country. While the club kind of music kind of introduced. Then the 80s was more like I don't mean to be rude, but like hippies was getting high and stuff like that. And like hip hop was like developing more than 90s is just like hip hop and R&B. Like everyone who knows about hip hop and R&B will always refer back to the 90s as being when it was at its best. The 2000 like era started going back to the club kind of music. It just goes round in full circle. Yeah, that's how I feel with music, and that's how I feel with funky house. Yeah.
Alright. Well, one more question, and I can let you go. If someone was wanting to get into the music industry, or they're in it now, they're at a time in their life where they feel like they're at a crossroads and they want to carry on, or whether to like try something different because music's not really doing it for them right now, what positive words would you give them?
I say if you're confident in it, like if you don't have no doubt about it, then keep doing it. Just don't watch no face and like just keep going straight. Don't take no detours or anything. Just keep going straight. If that's your craft and you believe in yourself, then just keep going. Don't let anyone try to bring you down or try and say to you, "Oh, you can't do it," so because of so and so reason. If you want to do it, then just do it. But sometimes it does come to a stage where like if you feel like it's not going somewhere, then you feel like to stop, then to take a break and then get back on it.
Just mainly stay focused.
Just stay focused.
No matter what you do, and then obviously if it's your passion, you'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Stay focused.
Great. Well, thank you for meeting me, Moses, and doing this interview with me. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I know time's precious. So, yeah, I'll let you go. Thank you.
See you there.